guys, another video. This is like 3 in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just want to go over real quick what's in our gym bags, what we think is essential, and give a quick review on what we think is a must-have in the gym. Anything else to say?
No, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Alright, so just got everything out. I recently, actually not recently, when was my last gym bag video?
Just a while ago, I'd say like 6 months.
Just look back in our videos and you'll see it. It was like 6 months ago. Some things have changed, so I'm just going to update it real quick. I had the Nike Romaleos, I still have them, but I don't use them anymore. Updated to the Adidas Powerlifts, Lifts. I don't know if they are.
Yeah.
Adidas Lifts 2.0 or something like that. Because I've switched to low bar, so these are a lot better for me. I don't know if I had these in my last gym bag review, but these are the Reebok Crossfit TRF lifts or something. Everybody knows about these. Pre-workout, I use Volt. SBD Knee Sleeves. I had the Ray-Bans. These are 100 times better than the Ray-Bans. So if you're like contemplating on these sleeves, just get these. Save your time. Save yourself time and just go straight to these because they're 100 times better. Versa grips. I already had these, but these are awesome too. And of course, the Inzer lever belt, which is my baby. I have to have for like every single lift. So a lot of money. Oh, and the Slingshot for hip mobility and glute stretching is awesome to have as well. So that's what's in my bag. I use every single session. I don't use these again anymore. But yeah, so that's it. And then he has like a 5,000 items. He'll go over real quick.
All right, so here's everything in my bag. It's a shitload of stuff. So
a lot of money has been spent.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff really is essential. I mean, there's a couple items here that you can get by obviously without needing.
Also, not to interrupt you, buddy, but this is mostly for powerlifting as well.
Right.
So if you're just an average gym goer or like fitness, you're just going in there randomly, then you don't need 99% of this stuff. But if you're into powerlifting, you must have a lot of this stuff.
So pretty much most of the same items. Inzer lever belt, awesome. When I got it, I was really surprised at how much it added to my squat and my deadlift.
You didn't think you needed it?
Yeah, I really didn't. I trained up over 400 on squat without a belt, and felt like I really wouldn't get a lot of benefit from it, but I was wrong. It's definitely a must-have. I would not squat or deadlift anymore without it. SBD knee sleeves, same thing. Again, really underestimated the effectiveness of wearing the sleeves. Keeps your knees real tight, gives me really good bounce in the hole, and I would say the biggest benefit of these is it increased my my control, so I don't really just bottom out in a squat. So definitely valuable to have.
For sure. I mean, for safety. I mean,
yeah.
People think it's like, I don't even know, like an ego thing, or I don't even understand why people are so against like equipment. I guess if you're just not educated in the sport, but I mean, why wouldn't you be safe when why risk injury? Like, people don't use belts, they don't think they need them. Why risk a back injury or a blown out anything? Like, just be optimal.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
The longer you can lift, the longer you can stay safe, the more you can lift,
Exactly.
So, same thing with Reebok, CrossFit shoes for deads, flat sole. I switched to sumo, so trying to do a sumo stance with socks. That definitely isn't happening on a platform, so must-have shoes. And then squat shoes, been using these probably for about a year now. The Lifterplus 2.0s, they're great. They conform to me really well.
Are they as high of a sole as this?
Yeah, they're the same as the Romaleos.
Okay, so they're basically
3/4.
these except the Reebok version.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people aren't familiar with. Well, I know I wasn't familiar with
Yeah,
those.
they're probably the third or fourth of the most popular ones. Most people get the Romaleos or the Adidas Powerlifts.
Exactly.
But yeah, 3/4 inch raised heel, solid. Lockjaw Clamps. Basically, I would say they're obviously they're not an essential need at all, but they do work better than your average clamp.
Very convenient.
They
Save
are
you time.
definitely convenient, yeah. And they're awesome. They look cool.
They definitely.
So, wrist wraps, road wrist wraps. These, I mean everybody has a pair.
Yeah, I have a pair of those too.
We all do. They're great for pretty much any pressing movement, and for squats, for your wrist mobility.
Yeah, I personally can't squat heavyweight without wrist wraps now since I'm low bar. My wrist mobility is terrible. My shoulder mobility is terrible. So you having those it changes everything. Now, if you squat high bar, you don't even need it. So.
Yeah. Last couple things. Versa grips. We all got those. And Slingshot for overloading on bench. Wireless headphones. Definitely need those. You know about that.
Oh yeah, God, I was using these Beats earbuds, and they're real grippy, and they would just come out any time that you even touch them, and it's like the most frustrating thing in the world. I use Apple earbuds because they're comfortable for me. I do want wireless ones eventually, but I'm not gonna spend that kind of money, and it's whatever. So.
Plus, you don't want to keep your phone in your pocket, and you don't got to crack it when you squat.
Yeah, don't crack your phone. Don't have your phone in you. If you're using a lever belt and you kind of use short shorts, don't have your phone in your pocket because I cracked my phone squatting down. It just the pressure of the lever.
Too strong.
I'm just too strong. That's what happens. That 300 squat, boy. Let me tell you. But yeah,
that's about it. The last thing here, so you guys can see, Rogue tension bands.
I think they're Monster. Are they the Monster version?
I think they're called the Monster Mini bands. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They're 65-pound bands, green bands on Rogue website. We use them. Actually, you can use them to warm up and for mobility work. They work good for that. We have been using them for accessory work for squats and deadlifts. If you can see a couple of our videos, we've been using them for banded squats to overload and to overload on lockout for deadlifts. I just picked this up the other day. It's a fish scale, so we're able to measure the tension at certain points, so we can get a good gauge on how much this is actually adding.
Yeah, because we used the bands a couple weeks ago for squats, and we really don't know how much is actually adding. I think the website says 65 pounds, but that might just be up to 65 pounds. We really don't know, so we'd like to be accurate.
Yeah, you can never be too sure because people have different leverages, they lift differently, different heights, different body types. So
Exactly.
$10 on Amazon, we'll mess around with it, maybe get a quick little tutorial review and put that up.
Yep. And again, just to let you guys know, again, these are not. You don't have to have these to lift. I know, like nobody has $100 to drop on, 3 pairs of shoes each. And it's kind of we're pushing the limit on what you need. But if you love powerlifting and you love going to the gym, then you're gonna want all this stuff. I mean, eventually you're gonna find out that a lot of these things you're gonna have to have, especially a belt and knee sleeves if you're serious about squatting.
Yeah.
I just can't stress that enough.
Yeah, you can get by with flat shoes depending on your ankle mobility. But if this is something that you do and you lift heavy, multiple times a week, and you make this, this is what you like to do.
Right.
I mean, yeah, these are the essentials.
Yep. So yeah, I mean that's basically a breakdown of our gym bag. Again, what is it? November 8th, I think, 2015. I don't see myself getting much more than this. I mean, unless something breaks or rips or.
Yeah, I don't think I could fit much more in the bag. I mean, I'd have to get a bigger bag, and I don't even think they make a big bag.
He is the largest Nike bag they have besides like a hockey bag, I'm pretty sure. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll be back with another video here shortly.